Look, I'm gonna make myself look like one of you by doing this. Drinking coffee. So Premier EB and Tamara are going to be in Prince Rupert today. I'm pretty sure, just like Carney and his team, they're not going to contact me. I might just leave a voicemail on Tamara Davidson's office phone and say, it's kind of a good time with all my grievances. That maybe, in case you avoided talking to EB about some of my cases, it's a good time to kind of meet up, right? And because I could, if you've got the right attitude, you two, I could work with you and offer my specialty as a culture repair. Or I could document, again, the avoidance and mention it in the court of law when I, eventually confront capitalists who are pretty much politicians. Like you can't have democracy and capitalism. They're mutually incompatible ideologies. I'd like to also ask you guys if you're going to talk, because I'm hearing more and more about this in the radio. The student from UBC of Indigenous ancestry is using the word ecosystem, and she's, it's part of the description of her master's degree. But the thing is she was asked a question that is kind of related to ecosystems and systems thinking, and she kind of didn't really have any details to answer. So my worldview is ecocentric, right? I'm not like the rest of the species I share DNA with. I'm not a mass murderer of the biosphere. So it's I'm getting more and more offended by people that are capitalists, using the word ecosystem in economics instead of, the biosphere or, related to life. The natural world. Use ecosystem for natural world. Don't use it for magical paradigms like economics. Please don't do that. So I hope you're not going to do that. The Minister of Environment, who has me in her region and who can't return an email or a phone call or meet like a civilized person, it's kind of hoo-hoo. So please don't do that. I'm hearing that word ecosystem too much, and it's being abused, and I've already had that documented with sustainability. Please don't start screwing up the word ecosystem more, so I don't have to do a new series on my YouTube channel describing the origin of that word and how I don't appreciate it being manipulated by capitalists who are faking their role as public servants. So if you don't want to meet me when I leave this message, and none of you want to really meet the elusive Homo sapien, then I'm documenting it, and then eventually, when I have to take BC to court, it's going to be documented.